So first thing I noticed was one, a ton of rookies, not a lot of vets, and the vets that were there didn't look like they came in that great shape, or else the rookies just look really strong. So usually what you see on these shows is the first half of the season is the vets teaming up and just picking off the rookies one by one. It's not very exciting. It's not good television. This season I think is going to be completely different, where the politicking and the gaming is going to start right from jump. So I'm really excited for that. So who do I like / who do I think is going far? Joss. By far, he won the episode for me. He couldn't have looked stronger in the challenge. And at first, I thought I wasn't going to like him. He's coming from X on the beach. He seemed a bit douchey, but he's totally won me over with every time he talked. Seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. He seems like he's actually a pretty likable guy. So I see him. I'm going to make a prediction right now that he wins the whole thing. Now, the other person I think is going to do really well is Zach. Now, Zach, he's always underperformed, so he has something to prove, and he's also coming with a lot of negative attention from past seasons, so I think he's going to be on his best behavior. And when Zach wants to be likable, he's a really likable guy, so I think we're going to get the best version of Zach this season, someone who's very likable and just wants to put their head down and actually win one of these things. He won his first one, but he hasn't done anything since. I think that's going to change. And now Shane and Devin, to me, I could see them both teaming up because they're both very smart, very social. I think they're very similar people. Either I see them teaming up and actually going really far and creating a strong alliance that they're heading up, or I see them just butting heads because they're too similar and really heading up two different alliances. But either way, I see both of them going far. I think, again, they're very smart, very social, and both of them seem like they'd come to play. Now, Jemmye, I think she's come to play as well. Now, she's never done too much, but this season, something seems different about her. She's taking shots at Cara, shots at Johnny. She seems like she's in better shape. I think this could be a year where she kind of sneaks by and goes really far, but I do think one of the girls is going to run away with it. It's Nicole. Now, Nicole, I don't think she handled winning the first challenge well. I thought she seemed loud and kind of obnoxious about it, but ultimately, I don't think it's going to matter. I think the girls' cast is fairly weak this season, and I think she's just too strong, and she's just going to run away with it just on her physical game alone. I don't even think she's going to really need to politic. She's just going to win it for me. And then that brings me to who's not going to do well. Cara, I feel like she's just going in with too big a target on her back. So many people are throwing shade and not liking her. And she's never been, to me, a really strong competitor that could overcome coming in with a big target on your back, like Johnny or CT. She's always been a good competitor. I'm not saying she's weak, but she's not strong enough to overcome such a disadvantage going in. And then because I think Cara's not going to do well, you may think I think Marie's going to do well, but I think Marie's going to go early. She just seems too sloppy, too gossipy. I just see her and Cara kind of taking each other out and both leaving early, which is going to make it really interesting because that doesn't leave a lot of vet girls. So I think the vet girls are going to be really competitive. And then, right, the other vet girl I think is just going too hard too early is Veronica. She's always played the same game of this mean girl, cliquey, gossipy, and I don't think it's ever going to work for her again. I think she's going to try to do it, and it's going to be fun. I'm glad she's on the show, but she's just going to get run out of the game early as well. And then Cory, he's just a classic underperformer. I don't think the season's going to be any different. Him hooking up with Alicia or whoever it was, just my initial impression, I don't think that was a smart move. I don't think his alliance with Nelson's going to go well. I see Shane just maneuvering and weaseling their way to get them out actually pretty early. I see Cory being one of the first to go. So who got eliminated? Nicole, other Nicole got eliminated. I don't mind. I think she's interesting when Nani's on the show with her. That's her cousin. When she stabbed Nani on the back a few seasons ago, that was kind of interesting. But her on her own, I didn't mind seeing her go at all. And Rogan, I was disappointed to see him go, but I thought he left in a very classy way, and I could see him coming back on the show. And then for romances, first we have Kyle and Marie. I don't see this going anywhere at all. I find Kyle, he's so delightful, so charming. Marie's just so sloppy. Someone's like, oh, you should woo her with your British accent. Someone's like, yeah, I think she's been wooed. And then Johnny Bananas and Natalie. I'm torn on this one. Natalie, I'm torn between thinking she's actually pretty smart and has a good head on her shoulders and thinking she's just way too sweet and naive and innocent. I'm really worried she's going to get hurt or just get bumped out of the game early because I like her. I want her to go far. I think in some sense she deserves better than Johnny. But Johnny was pretty likable this episode. He's pretty funny. I don't know. I think their romance could be kind of cute. And then Brad and Britni, they were kind of cute, I guess. I like Brad more than Britni, actually. Brad, I've always liked him, but he was always married to Tori, and they were just insufferable together. They seemed so entitled, like because they were married, they should have different rules for them and were entitled to special treatment. I'm really glad that Brad's on the show, finally severed from her. I feel like I'll finally really be able to enjoy Brad. He's looking pretty jacked this episode. He's got the scruff. I think he might have come to play, and I'm worried that Britney's going to drag him down. So I hope this doesn't become a thing. I think my favorite moment was when Nicole, she's this Boston firefighter, and she says in this, thick Boston accent, if you want to go after me, go after me. And then one of the girls from X on the Beach is like, what do you mean, go after you? Just this great class of cultures. And then Johnny Bananas giving his big drunken speech. That's just classic. To me, you could have a challenge with 27 new people and just Johnny as a vet. And as long as he's doing that speech in the first episode, for me, it's still the challenge. So I've been iffy on challenges the last couple seasons. This one I couldn't be more in on. I think they got a great mix of strong competitors and also social, crazy, wild competitors. And I think it's going to be really competitive, really fun, and it's going to be a great season. So I'm excited.